Good evening, my friends. It's Friday, July the 5th, 2024, and video is for tomorrow. And the announcement is if any one of you would like to participate with for the draw with the free reading donated by Janet and Tom Burks, and it will be done by me. Half an hour reading. Please write your comments under this video, and I will be searching on Monday when I will have live stream with Cheryl, and we will find the person who is the lucky one. So this is the announcement. In this video I will talk about extra vision that I did. I went into meditation state and I wanted to know more about that blue sport car that was in a race, and during the race they were changing the steering wheel, and that related is to Biden's situation right now. And how is Biden energy? Will Biden step down? Will Biden change the vice president? What is happening to your country? Will Trump step down because of his illness, mental illness? Will Melania leave Trump? And that's it. And there will be some remedies and as well prayers. So I'm ready to start. As always, I will share with you the vision that I had, and then I will pull 3 cards. And yeah, yesterday I thought I have to know more about this, because few days before the debate, I said that I'm seeing the steering wheel being replaced, and that was related to the debate. First I said that one person, Bright, wouldn't show up for the debate, and that was Biden, more unable to be there. And he's blaming himself. It's not that the microphone was removed. The secretary of White House secretary, she didn't said nothing about that. She said it was Biden is taking the responsibilities. So it was not CNN who did that. But not everyone always is 100%, and he is old, and we have to forgive him and help him mentally to support him. And user OX or CX3MH6, it seems your presidential debate vision was pretty accurate. They are changing the steering wheel on the blue racing car. So this is the part 2 that I went in the trance after meditation, and I saw someone jumping. There is a race going on. All the cars are in a speed, and the blue car is on the platform. They are changing. They are usually not on a platform. They are usually changing on the side. And whatever they have to change, but steering wheel is something very unbelievable to change during the race, but they are changing. That's what I saw before the debate. Now I saw that some man jumped into the race, but he is not in a sport car. Everywhere the sports car are running, and he is on the motorbike, with the antique motorbike. Like after the war, they have the antique motorbikes, and the motorbike has the trailer. No one is sitting in the trailer. No one is sitting behind him. The guy, I didn't see his face. He is wearing the goggles, and he is wearing that. I noticed that the leather jacket that person has, it's extremely heavy. I know because my grandfather had that kind of jacket, and eventually he gave to my brother. My brother once was on the line standing for something, and he fainted. It was so heavy. Those coats the Germans were wearing during the war, the leather coats, they were several kilos sometimes. It was extremely heavy. So this guy who is on that motorbike making a full move, because you are not supposed to be there on a motorbike when everyone is in a sport car. And that's what the vision is all about. So someone crazy might jump and wants to be in a race. That's what I'm understanding. I will pull 3 cards about this. Yeah, even steering wheel during the racing car was crazy, but that's what was happening. So I'm just following that one. Someone from the family, usually will be negotiating, will try to negotiate his position, and he will be telling them that he will do a good job. So there is possibly someone who would like to jump into the race, not ready because that person doesn't have the sport car, so doesn't have the money, and is jumping very old-fashioned way, and we have to see if I'm correct or not. And 3 cards. Yeah, it will be eventually 2 people who will do that, like partners. A male, young male, and the world will be watching. The world will be having there will be a lot of speculations, a lot of viewers, watchers. So who knows who that person will be? It's not visible yet, and it was dark. It was night when they were changing the steering wheel. It was dark, and this with someone jumping on motorbike to be in a race, it was another thing. But I have to listen my predictions, even sometimes they sound odd and crazy. Okay, I want into the blinds. I was talking with Cheryl and I said, I feel the bindens energy. So she said, go into it and send him a good energy. So I did. I went the same time when I was meditating, and I wanted him to feel better. And he told me that he is in the fighting mood, that he will be fighting, that he will try to be a better leader. I said, Trump has nothing to offer to his people. He is just offering them the zestiness that he has, that he wants to fight. You have to give them the same thing. Biden, Joe, whatever I was telling him. I think I was in my mind calling him Mr. President. You have to tell them that you are the guy, and you have to put the punches and don't, sometimes you might miss, but start fighting. So he said that he is in the mood, but then a few minutes later he's telling me, but I'm so depressed. I want to be loved, and no one is around me that loves me except Jill and my family. So he is feeling very unhappy and he said, I feel like I disappointed everyone and they can't forgive me. So it is very hard for him to accept that. You have to send him as good energy to be a fighter. As long as he is healthy, he should be able to get that boost of energy and be a fighter. If there is something wrong with his mental illness, then, Alzheimer and dementia are very hard to remove from the head. So But if that's not existing, it's just a boost of energy that he can do it. And I will pull 3 cards to see if we can help him to be the fighter. I see someone leaving. But someone as well will be in a fighting mode and fulfilling the dreams. So he might remove some people who are very negative for him or who are stopping him to be open with the public and stand up for his, he's afraid to speak to the reporters. Trump is making fool of himself, but he is speaking, and then they have anything to talk about, so much to talk about. He can't be wrong. He should be able to speak up his mind and talk. And if there is anything more serious, then something will come out of it. But otherwise, if he is able to communicate with people, he should be able to speak to them. And will Joe Biden step down? And it's crisscross. I have to answer your questions, so because I'm choosing, and there is not that many questions that I can choose from, so I'm answering. When I asked that question, I saw a doctor. So that will be a doctor's decision if he has to step down or not. If he is healthy, he will be going, and I see him holding a hand on his pulse. So if the doctor will know that he is healthy, he will push him to speak up his mind, to fight. And I will pull three more cards. Angel of love, angel of health will help him. Good harvest, as long as he is not sabotaging himself. I'm always calling this is card of sabotaging yourself. We can do whatever we want as long as we want to do it and we believe in ourselves. This card is very interesting. She has 3 hands. She can take the blindness of her hair off her head, and she has 8 of swords to fight. It's very strong card, and being on top of the world, there is nothing which can stop that card. He can do whatever he wants. He has to believe in himself, and so many people stop believing in him, and it's absolutely devastating for him because he is taking this to his heart. When his son Bo died, he couldn't run for presidency. It was much better that time if he will run, but he let that Clinton to run that time. So, he is fragile. He is very good human being, maybe too good for his own goodness. And he should sometimes have to put the gloves, even without gloves, and fight. Okay. Nick Cielders, Cielders. I heard that Biden will give Harris a position with the Supreme Court, and I assigned a new VP man. Is that true? Nothing that I heard about. And don't think that Kamala will let it happen so fast. She has a lot to say, and she's a lawyer, and she was collecting money for the presidency, Biden's and hers. She is not going to give up from being a second fiddler to be in a Supreme Court. That is a horrific job. So I don't think she will go for it. And then there is no guarantee that she will be accepted in Supreme Court. Now she will say, no, I can't do this. And she can fight. she has a lot of people who support her. And maybe she has to do more that she's doing because she's capable of doing the full job, not half job. To me, it's always a half horse means half job. And I believe she can do better, to be a better supporter, to take more on her shoulders. I don't see her going for Supreme Court. Grandma G, what is happening to my country is so sad. The SCOTUS is deranged. Yes, and it's very sad. I'm getting emails about people being so depressed about that, and I want to help them mentally to feel better, that they are depressed, but you can't. You have to accept the fact that the Republicans are happy about that, and that a lot of uneducated people, they can only see the end of their nose. They can't see anything more, and they want to be in control, and Trump is giving them fake idea that they are somehow in the control because they are so religious. So America will survive. Angel of justice will prevail. What you put, you receive. So go and vote. And yeah, Kamala, you pull your big pants and show what you can do. Because that will be a huge help for Biden if she will be very strong as a vice president. This might be the most important vice presidency ever. So she has to show them that she can do whatever it takes. Grandma G, 6'1". Oh, that's what I read already. Nettie J, Violetta, do you see Trump stepping down because of his progressive sundowning dementia getting worse and he mentally can't take it? You see, we are so numb what he is doing that we can't really be upset about that. We are letting him to do whatever he wants to do because he has dementia, and most of his people don't want to accept the fact that he's crazy because of the illness. They think he's crazy because they like him to be crazy, and he's saying stupid things, and they adore that. Go figure. The devil that you know is better than the devil that you don't know. So maybe it's good that he is not stepping down because you know how to fight with him. And he is a bad guy. Not everyone will go for the bad guy. In 2020, everyone wanted Biden to win because they knew he's a good, calm guy who knows where he's going and so on. It's much harder the second time for Biden than it was the first time. But people want security, angel of security. They want someone who is hardworking. Trump was all the time on the golf club, and they want Democrats to win. So I think that will be the reason for people to vote for Biden. Between good and evil, we always believe that good will win. Okay. Teresa Bullock. Excuse me. With Trump's new power, will Melania be afraid to leave him? She always was afraid to leave him, or maybe not afraid, but she wanted to stay because he's fulfilling her dreams. But I think she's afraid as well. She's afraid that he can take away her child from her because he has the lawyers and she doesn't have that amount of power to take. He's adult, so now she shouldn't be afraid for that. And when I closed my eyes, I saw an empty room, but everything is in disarray, like the messy table, the paintings are not on the wall, flowers are drying. So it's nothing that is giving her pleasure to be there. It's something that it's giving her actually a reason not to be there. And it was her reason not to be in the White House at the beginning. So she is not happy as a wife, and she knows people don't like her. She's not saying anything to protect herself because she knows whatever she will say against him, it will be spooky. So she is keeping her mouth shut and her head in the sand, and behind the doors she is probably negotiating that how many times she will have to give some speech or whatever, how much she will be paid. It's all transactional marriage. It's not what Trump is not happy about that marriage either. He knows that people are laughing at him that, oh, you are so tough, so strong, but your wife is treating you like a and the Biden's wife is so protective, so nice to Biden, so caring for him, so loving him. It must be bothering him because he can't pretend that he has that in his marriage. His wife will push his hand. They sleep in different bedrooms. I don't know if Biden's are sleeping. I think they are still sleeping in the same bedroom. And they care for each other, but Trump's are not a sample for marriage. So this is something that Biden's can impress people and Trump can't. And Melania is not. Oops. Sorry. Two cards jump out, excitement, and Melania is feeling like outsider. So she wants to be there, but she is not happy. She knows that he is doing everything like a silly, irresponsible man. But it would be worse for her if she started a divorcing procedure because it would be very bad for her, and probably in the contract that's not even allow her to think about. And so she's keeping her low profile all the time, and she has to worry about her son as well lately because he was in some troubles. We don't hear anything about that fake coin that he was involved in it, but that as a mother must be worrying her. And Teresa Dragstream 8. Please remind folk that our birth angels and guidance cannot get involved unless we ask for the most beneficial outcome of time. It's time for help. And yes, we have to ask them. Sometimes we think, oh, it's not the way we wanted. But if they are helping, that's usually the way it's supposed to be. So if you want angels' help, ask them to help you, to guide you, and you will find that they are trying to help you and communicate with you. And sometimes during the night you will have a dream and you will know what to do. Or you will sleep on something and in the morning your head will be free of the drama and you will know how to take care of some business. Paulette Maximum 22. Thomas Paine is quoted saying, "The world is my country, all mankind are my brothers, and to do good is my religion." Every religion wants you to be good to others. There is no religion who is telling you, "Oh, go and kill your brother." People are doing this in name of the religion, but that's not what the religion is teaching, any religion. Alice, Alicel, also 8042. Please pray for my friend Patricia. She has cancer. Our deepest prayers to your friend Patricia. And Linda Thompson, 4275. Few days ago, she lost her sister. 2 days later, and day later, she lost her dog, Mercy, who died in her arms. A lot of losses in a couple days. So our prayers are with you, Linda Thompson. And on the end, I will share with you Granny's advices. Alexandra Day, ginger beer is great. No, it's not alcohol. It's really good for digestion and allergies. And I check more, reduce inflammation, and it's helping with preventing of cancer. So I love ginger. No matter what, I love every way ginger with everything. It's one of my favorite spices. And I'm eating every day, few times a day for allergy. A little bit dried powdered ginger with honey, mixture like toothpaste. So you take 2 spoons of honey, liquid honey, with 2 teaspoons of dry powdered ginger, mix them. I take only a little bit, like on the edge of the spoon, but few times a day. If I will be allowing myself, I will eat the jar, but I'm changing the jar, I'm making the new portion, that portion, every 5 days. So it lasts me only for 5 days, 2 spoons of honey and 2 teaspoons of ginger. If someone has allergy, that's what I would recommend. And Alexandra Day, my parents made homemade beer. Yuck! I can't stand the taste. In Poland, my mother was making sub beer. It was like under beer. We call this, when you translate straight from Polish, from English to Polish to English, it's like under beer. And it's made of yeast, sugar, and some wheat, whatever. And it calls podpiwek. It's so good. I will write. Okay. So if you want to try it, and as a kids we were Podpivek, podpivek. And yeah, it was fermented. Sometimes the bottle will not hold it enough, and will. So my mom was keeping the bottles for a few days in the bathtub. And we love it. We were sneaking to that bathroom and drinking. It's very good because it contains a lot of, it doesn't have any alcohol, but there is a natural fermentation, and you feel like a kid that you are doing something that you shouldn't. And you love that feeling. And it's sweet, and it has a lot of vitamin B, different B vitamins. So, but you have to make quite a lot, like she was making probably 20 bottles didn't last for too long. I was the first one who loved it the most. And yeah, something to remind me. But the ginger beer is very healthy as well. So please, and it's not alcoholic beer, ginger. So try it that once. See you Monday with Cheryl. Thank you so much. Oh, and prayers for the whole world to be calm and stable, and the tornadoes and hurricanes will avoid the places where they can hurt people, so that there will be no harm done to people, that everyone could be safe, and the wars will stop, and the beautiful life will be going on, and the climate will calm down. We have to pray. We have to ask the angels to help us. See you Monday. Thank you.